It's every single week. It never stops. For 1 week, I think maybe, just maybe, the PlayStation fanboys could actually be normal for once and just go play video games and absolutely enjoy themselves. But no, every single time, the Stooges like to come out and want to console war over a game that's an exclusive or a timed exclusive, whatever the case may be, instead of just being excited for said game and being ready to stream to their audience members and just enjoy themselves in general. I don't get it with the PlayStation fanboys or fanboys in general. And if you completely forgot what game is coming out in about 3 days, I wouldn't blame you because, to be frankly honest, I did too. It is Death Stranding 2. Yeah, I was like, oh wow, that game's actually releasing this year? I completely forgot about it. Holy cow. And I thought to myself, hey yo, the Death Stranding fan base get to enjoy a sequel. And I'm just like, cool. But then I remembered that PlayStation had this game for about potentially a year or more. Who really knows with PlayStation? And I just sat there to myself, please don't let the fanboys be console warring over this. Please don't let the fanboys console warring over this. Well, bit of a spoiler alert. Guess what we're about to do now?
It's showtime.
This isn't... Ultimately, Death Stranding 2 is a good video game. Okay. Well, I think it's going to hold on to that 90. And I hope it does. I think the game deserves it.
This is one of the things that really annoy the hell out of me with the PlayStation fanboys. They're more worried about reviews versus enjoying the product that they spent $70 on. Yeah, like, trust me on this one. They're more worried about how the reviews are versus their purchasing power in this situation. Or just kind of like the Twilight Zone for these guys, enjoying the fucking game that you spent money and your hard time earning that product. Like, why? Why can't they enjoy things? Because let me tell you something though. If I showed you my favorite game of all time and the reviews that was left on that, if I listened to the reviews, this game would not have been one of my favorite games of all time. You're like, these people literally rob themselves of the enjoyment because it doesn't have a high score at all, so it has to be mediocre, man.
I just wanted to go over the Metacritic and read some of the, the review points there, but I want to save the experience for myself.
That doesn't go touch grass now!
Why are you robbing yourself the joy of a game that you are looking forward to? Why? You're just looking for self-validation for the money spent on a game. Just enjoy the fucking game. What is wrong with you people? Fuck the reviews. Go in blind. Enjoy yourselves. You'll be so much surprised of how much you enjoy a game without looking at the damn reviews.
MBG, I think you're like me in some way. I sense that you care about what other people think or feel, right? I'm like that. I can't help myself. Yeah, I mean, I say that I don't care, but then I clearly demonstrate that I do care.
You really are God's perfect idiot.
Come on, MBG. Just a minute. You want to be back in your old ways of your console warring because, you're getting sick and tired of the trolls messing with you and you want to get a one-up on them and just say, look at me, I'm superior to you guys because I'm playing. Like, no. Come on, bring the old MBG back where he was just talking about news and sometimes got things wrong, where it wasn't such a big deal to fucking get him in content like this. Like, bring that MBG back, please, for the love of God.
If I wasn't streaming and I wasn't, as deeply involved, maybe it's not even a maybe. I'm sure it would be 10 times easier to not give a shit at all because it just wouldn't encounter half the stuff I encounter.
Good try. 9 out of 10 for effort.
MBG, you tried it for a solid year. A solid year where I didn't cover you in my content at all. You did excellent. You were straying away from the fanboyism. You were fucking clean. You were actual in the clear with, some of your opinions, and we just didn't bother adding to it because they were decent. They weren't fanboyism, but you're going back to your old ways. You're absorbing the console warrior back into you for absolutely no fucking reason, only because there's some fucking trolls online saying, well, Death Stranding is a terrible fucking game. Oh, you should play some wheel games like inbox games.
I told you guys, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stop using Twitter, and like I just said, oh well, I kind of want to partake in everything going on with Death Stranding 2 on Twitter, and I couldn't help it. Like I had to put out a post, and
What the fuck?
So let me understand this real quickly. You went on to the land of the twatters, made a post on there about Death Stranding 2, and you thought it was going to go over well? You thought it was going to be an open and friendly discussion? You really thought it was going to be that way? You thought everybody was just going to suck the toes of PlayStation? You really thought that, right? You really thought they were going to do it, right?
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I haven't had to deal with like people just losing their shit. If not, like, not even losing their shit, but people just constantly harassing PlayStation players.
Damn it, Edith, shut up. You're like part of the problem now or something.
You know what amazes me, MBG? It's the pure fact that you're always willing to defend PlayStation at every single corner and never like Xbox with these false narrative that your kin likes to push around. For example, recently about Final Fantasy 16, there was rumor that was pushed around that it only sold 22,000 units, even though on the Xbox store, it was literally number 11 and number 4 within just the span of 2 weeks on the being sold on the market. Like, literally, I do not see this dude ever pushing these false fucking narratives back at all. It's always, oh, you're bad-mouthing PlayStation.
All the dumbasses that want to sit there and constantly make it sound like that there's nothing going on with PlayStation. That if you are a PlayStation player and you are happy or excited about what's going on, you're part of the problem. And just, saying the dumbest shit at all times.
The foolishness of that comment is so deep, I can only ascribe it to higher education. You have to have gone to college to say something that stupid.
I have caught you and your kin multiple times on record saying the same shit that you're going after the Xbots and the Nintendo drones about right now. You are not innocent. You are technically a general in this fucking war if I was to rank you in the console war. Don't act like you're fucking innocent and you're free of sin. Do not even pick up that rock and skip it.
That's all I'm doing. I'm just stating a fact that, hey man, if you're a PS5 player, seems like an absolute banger is about to drop.
And that's where the discussion should have ended. But no, look where we're at. We still got like X amount of time left on this video.
And I'm stoked for it. I've been stoked for it for a long time. But you still see the same people.
Yeah. And it's been like, 3 years since I've been covering the fanboys, and you people still haven't fucking grown the fuck up. And mind you, these guys are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s console warring over a piece of plastic that ended back during the Sega and Nintendo saga. Like, this console warring died out a long fucking time ago, and you motherfuckers still haven't gotten that message yet.
And you realize that it's never gonna change, dude.
Oh, it's eventually going to change, like you guys losing your exclusives. It's going to happen. Surely, slowly, it's going to happen. Just like your guys' exclusives came to PC. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years later. And look, we're already day and date with your guys' exclusives these days. Lost Soul aside, does that ring a bell to your guys' head by any chance?
They come up with the same exact excuses. Like, oh, it's not owned by Sony. Like, okay.
Have you guys heard the excuses that you made for exclusives coming to PC? Oh, it's made by the China product, or who cares, it's coming a year later, or that game sucks, so who cares if it went to PC? You guys goal push every single fucking time. Every time I turn around, there's like a new goal pushing, or like, the game gets a payday, so it's not, it's not legit or anything like that. Or if the game's successful enough, it does better than PlayStation. The numbers are figured, they're fudged. They're not real. It's like it's an excuse every single fucking time with you people. You guys just don't enjoy gaming. You enjoy fucking, talking shit on the internet.
I guess I'm just trying to say, like, I'm tired of people going as far as they possibly can out of their way to make sure that they don't give any credit where it's due.
Watch, he's going to be upset at the fact that PlayStation's getting zero credit because they forked over money to Death Stranding 2's development. Watch, it's like this. It's like I got them on farm over here.
Credit first and foremost goes to Kojima Productions. Then after that, it goes to probably Herman Hulst. And then Sony as a whole. And then Sony as a whole. And then after that, probably the fan base for supporting it.
I'm going to start beating you now. I don't know when I'll stop.
I do not want to hear from your mouth ever again about fanboys acting a certain fucking way after you just open your mouth about how, the people we have to thank and kiss their little booties on the ground is, the corporations that money had of the game. Are you fucking kidding me, MBG? Really? You want to sit there and go after other fanboys while you're kissing the boots of fucking PlayStation? Not like putting the fans ahead of the fucking corporation when we're technically the ones. Well, I'm not technically the ones, but the fans of the Death Stranding franchise has been keeping Death Stranding fucking alive so you guys can have a fucking sequel to it. But you want to thank the corporations who money had in it in the first place? Are you brain damaged or something, MBG? Are you fucking stuck in Stupidsville with other fucking retards in the PlayStation fan base? Well, the fanboys, I should say. Sorry, guys. I meant the fanboys, not the fan base. And you want to sit here and fucking say that exclusives are a good thing for a franchise when the last 3 fucking franchises that you had exclusive to your guys' fucking hardware has absolutely failed in the fucking sales. So now you want to throw Death Stranding out to the fucking, mind you, Death Stranding is kind of like a niche title and stuff. Now you want to throw Death Stranding out to the fucking wolves and potentially not sell that really well? You really want to fucking do that to a niche fucking audience when you've got other fucking fans on other platforms like PC and fucking Xbox. You really want to do that to Death Stranding. I hope to God Death Stranding sells good because I don't want to see the fucking franchise die. I've seen too many good franchises die out because of fucking idiots like you, MBG.
There's a lot of credit to be given. And I'm just tired of people like when Sony has an L, and I'm not trying to defend Sony like the corporation. It's just like, dude, it's about acknowledging the good, acknowledging the bad, taking the good with the bad and the bad with the good. This is all I'm an advocate for.
You liar!
MBG, the only time that you gave PlayStation an L was at the pure fact of A, Concord, and B, the live services that they were doing for a good solid year. These are the only times that you gave these fuckers an L. And when Spider-Man 2 came out on PlayStation and it had all these bug-ridden glitches and just terrible fucking structure of the story, you refused them to give an L and you defended them.
Because yes, I do care about the overall health of the brand, and this is why. Because I want to continue to get games like this, because I know that Sony took a risk funding this game.
And the truth shall set you free!
There it is. You're not worried about Death Stranding as an IP. You're worried about PlayStation keeping its dominance in the console wars over here. That's what you're worried about. You're not worried about the Death Stranding IP. You're worried about PlayStation keeping its imaginary dominance on the video game industry. Like, honestly, these days, who fucking cares? The one that's leading the video game industry these days is pretty much fucking mobile.
Xbox got Kojima now. He's going to make an Xbox exclusive. Guess what? It's not going to be exclusive. Guess what? It seemingly doesn't even exist. In that time, we're going to be playing Death Stranding 2.
This is a full-grown man. Okay, I want you to understand, Chad. This is a full-grown man acting this way over a piece of fucking plastic that doesn't matter by the end of the day. This is a full-grown man. Just keep it in mind.
And then he's moving on to Fizzin'. Yeah, I'm going to give Sony a little bit of fucking credit for that, for seeking that out, for like acknowledging that, bro, we want to fund a game and we want you to make that game and make whatever game you want, no matter how weird it is.
Earlier in this video, 2 out of the 4 people that you credited was PlayStation/Sony in the discussion. And you put them over the fans, which has been keeping this game alive, mind you. And this game, Death Stranding as a franchise, I think it sold like over like 15 million copies, if I remember correctly. Never giving like you never gave any credit to the fucking fans. You gave it like a small portion in this situation, not knowing it's the fans that keep these projects alive, these IPs alive, not the fucking corporations.
It's like the same shit like where last year Astrobot drops, fucking wins Game of the Year, and you get people out here where they want to come at me and come at you and come at PlayStation players where it's like, ain't shit, bro. Game's trash.
You humans believe in something called karma. Well, I hear it's a bitch.
You did the exact same thing to the Xbox fans and questioned them their loyalty so many times and told them that they were stupid for sticking with Xbox. But now, since it's your guys' turn to get a taste of your own medicine, now you want to bitch and complain? Now you want to play the victim? Now you're just not enjoying the medicine because it's nice and sour? Yeah, no, you don't get to leave that. You had your chance to leave. Now it's time to get your ass handed to you.
And it's like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and try to like prop Astro up as the greatest thing since sliced bread. But if you're going to come at me and try to make it seem like it ain't nothing, yeah, now I'm going to tell you how good it really is.
Ooh, someone had an opinion that didn't agree with yours. Ooh, who gives a shit? Like, seriously, you don't even know half the time if they're trolls or they're absolutely serious. Like, if you enjoyed the game, who fucking cares? Like, I know it's hypocritical because I do these type of videos combating these type of people, but understand something though, at least I'm coming from a good place of where I'm trying to encourage like exclusivity to fucking die. And like every gamer, even the Nintendo fucking drones, deserve to play games like Halo and everything. This motherfucker over here wants exclusivity to keep going.
It's just the same shit. These are the people that want to act like South of Midnight is a fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
You did the same thing with Spider-Man 2. That game had a shitload of fucking problems. Like Spider Cube, for instance. Or when one of the missions actually got glitched out to the point where I couldn't move Miles anymore. You know, you sit here like PlayStation's absolutely perfect when you know damn well it's not.
And then try to use that. You know what I mean? It's like, no offense to South of Midnight. Apparently that game was pretty decent. But these are people, they want to like latch on the games like that and make it seem like this is it, bro. This is it.
It absolutely amazes me that he just absolutely refuses that his own kin does the same thing too. Like, does he not realize that the fanboys are the same coin of each side? You guys are literally the fucking same. You guys literally did the same bullshit to each other. None of you are fucking innocent. Quit acting like you are.
And then when something like Death Stranding 2 drops, you're like, man, fucking garbage. I'll play that on my Xbox 2 years from now. Like, the fuck what are you talking about?
what they're talking about is the same thing that PlayStation fanboys do. Oh, I'm not gonna buy an Xbox to play the new Halo game. I'll just wait for it to come to PlayStation in the next couple of years. Whole slate. Whole slate, man. Yeah, whole slate, man.
There is ultimately no winning because they're just going to sit there and be like, no, that's not true.
You know, the Nintendrones and the PlayStation fanboys do it too, right? At this point, I'm going to start sounding like a broken record. Any other comments that he makes like this, I'm just going to start deleting the clip from now on.
But that's the amazing part about it, is it's just like, yes, today, on June 23rd, 2025, there is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, ouch, that reviewed at a 90 on Metacritic, ouch, and is probably going to sell pretty well. Now that it's, people realize it's better than the first one, or at least based off the reviews anyway.
I have an honest to God question. Does he ever go back and look at his videos and see how he's acting? And he's seeing why people decide to go after him or troll him? Does he not realize why this happens at all? Probably not.
No, PlayStation doesn't have games. PlayStation only has remasters and remakes. PlayStation, no. PlayStation doesn't have Game Pass. They don't have games like Avowed coming, No. PlayStation is supposed to be in a place that's just really, really low,
2 out of the 5 exclusives that you guys have left coming to the PlayStation console, bit of a spoiler alert here, are The Last of Us and Days Gone. And those games are already on PC. You have Ghost of Yote, the Sea game, where the hell it's called, and you guys literally have Death Stranding 2 left to look forward for the rest of 2025. And there's no other signal of other exclusives coming to your guys' console. What else? What else do you guys have? What is the other reason to own a PlayStation? I don't understand. Eventually all these games are going to come to PC anyway, so why would I want to get a fucking PlayStation to play these games when eventually it's going to come to the superior platform?
Days like today, the fucking reality is just, it's unavoidable that, bro, what PlayStation just dropped with Death Stranding 2 in conjunction with Kojima Productions is what Microsoft wished they fucking had.
Earlier in the video, you just admitted that Xbox is trying to work with Kojima to get a game out, just like Death Stranding. What the fuck are you talking about?
And that's just, I know that's, oh my God, what a fanboy statement. No, you know how I know it's true? Because what do you think they're fucking saying to me? I'll wait for when it's on Xbox. I'll wait for when it's on PC. I bet you will.
But wait! There's more!
I bet you fucking will, because it's a great game, and you know you're going to want to play it. And you know what? That great game that you can't wait to play is going to be on PS5 this week. So you know what? It's okay for PlayStation players to be excited about that and look forward to it.
And he's okay with keeping games away from other people that enjoy the franchise too, because you got to go buy his piece of plastic. Isn't that grand? Aren't fanboys absolutely wonderful, fam?
And you know what? It's going to be great if it does drop on PC and Xbox later. Because you know what? What is it going to be, like a year later? Something like that. Okay, cool. Enjoy it.
What you're not understanding is that at the point that there's a bigger fan base out there now, not just on PlayStation, but on Xbox and PC. And now they're missing out on the chance to play this game that you guys so fucking love. And you want to keep it away from them for a year? You want to talk about damaging a brand? Congratulations, you're going to fucking do it.
But the fucking reality is, Sony paid to fund this game. They may not own the IP, but they funded the game, they published it. There's nothing wrong with them wanting to leverage that to try to sell some of their consoles.
Just stop breathing. I can smell the ammonia from here.
So let me understand this. If PlayStation does it, it's perfectly fine. But if Xbox does it, it's bad, right? Because remember, your argument that you guys had during the ABK deal is that there was supposedly a file that came out that said that Microsoft was planning to make Call of Duty exclusive to their platform. And you guys were so worried about it being exclusive that it was, what was the right words? That it was going to technically make it a monopoly on the gaming industry, right? Remember, you guys were so worried about that. But no, like I said earlier, it's okay if PlayStation does it. Right, MBG?
You found out that Death Stranding 1 suddenly shadow dropped on Xbox. $20. And I'm seeing the Xbox community going fucking nuts over it. Going absolutely nuts. Let me ask, you guys going to be coming out and buying a PS5 now to play the sequel because you love the first one so much? You going to be doing that? No? No, you're just going to wait? You don't know how long you're going to wait, but you're going to wait. Could be another 5 years for all you know. But you're going to wait? Okay. But you still want to play it, right?
Just standing up for my rights as a consumer.
Which is a good thing, MBG, because they're not going to be wasting their money on this, like spending $500 on a piece of plastic that's only going to be one fucking game they're going to be interested. 2, when the game releases, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper on Xbox, granted. And 3, most of all, they actually get to see the beta testers and see how the game really actually is. And then they just have to wait for it. So guess what? They just saved a whole bunch of money by not being fucking absolute fucking FOMO monsters.
I'm not out here trying to say PlayStation's better or that Death Stranding is better necessarily. I'm just out here simply trying to remind people, not even remind them, but to put certain people in their place where it's like, yeah, you over there, like busting people's balls. Right? Screeching, Sony ain't got no games, Death Stranding's a walking simulator. Sit down and shut the fuck up. No. While everybody else enjoys the greatness. You know? How about that? But they won't. They'll just get even more obnoxious.
You see here, you console peasant. See, we have fucking things called the right to criticize things, okay? We're not corporal cocksuckers like you that have a bondage fucking kink that likes being tied down by corporations and whipped to saying, oh, yes, master, I'll give you more of my money, yes. You know, we actually have standards over here, and we feel about certain ways about certain games. Like, granted, Death Stranding isn't just a walking simulator. I'll give you that. It's a lot more. But you don't invalidate people's feelings about certain video games. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You want to sit there and pretend that there's no problems or what a big glaring problem with Death Stranding there is? Granted, I played 2 hours of that and it was just nothing but walking and cutscenes. It just got boring after a while. Now, granted, did I really think the game was terrible? No, I just got bored of it because of all the cutscenes. It's not a terrible game, but I'll tell you what's terrible though. You fanboys, you guys make this industry so fucking terrible to be a part of that it's actually sickening to be mentioned the same word gamers as you fucking losers. And because of morons like you that defended these corporations and their bad practices, now many people within the States and the other countries cannot afford consoles to have as a piece of entertainment in their life to enjoy. Yes, I know it's a fucking luxury, but it's a piece of entertainment for people to enjoy and not for a fucking gouge your fucking money out $5,000 and be popular like, oh, look at me. I spent $5,000 on a piece of console to fucking play fucking video games at 1080p and 30 frames per second, even though they promised me 4 fucking K. Like, really? Really, it's a really good idea to price out a fucking market where it used to be really cheap to buy a piece of plastic. Yeah, no, congratulations. Now you're pushing these people even further to PC and strengthen our arguments. Yeah, PlayStation Pro, anybody? Yeah, remember that one? I remember. Also, too, there's a rumor going around that the PlayStation 6 is going to be $1,000 fucking dollars. Oh boy, if that fucking happens. You guys think the fucking PlayStation 5 Pro discussions were gonna be bad? Oh, just fucking wait till I get my hands on that, if it's actually fucking true. I will make sure all you motherfuckers remember my name. I'll make sure you squeal like the little piggies you are. And you know what, MBG? I take back what I said in my previous video. Go ahead and make Soul content. Go for it. No, just keep going, because this is perfect. Because you know what? Previously you were off my list of fanboys, but now you're back on it. So great. More content from my audience members. Absolutely fantastic. Because guess what? He's back on the menu now, boys. Absolutely 10 out of 10 right now. Anyway, fam, that's all the content I got you guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe MBG just re-enlisted into the console war for absolutely no reason. And to use Death Stranding of all just to count console war, absolutely disgusting. I can't believe it. But fam, thank you very much for sticking around along this video. I truly do appreciate it. And hey, if you enjoy my type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, you want more of my type of content? You want to like see more of it, have more in your algorithm? You're just like, you know, I enjoy Gar's content and I want to support him. Well, besides liking and commenting in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to make it to 10K by the end of this freaking year, man. And trust me, when we do, oh, I have two little surprises for you. One's an animation and one's a little picture that the stream people like to come on Salty Sundays and make fun of me. Yeah, they know what's coming if I hit 10K by the end of this year. They know what's coming. But anyway, enough of the sellout stuff. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, next live stream. Who really freaking knows? But anyway, see you in the next one, fam. Later.